All right. Well, first of all, I just want to thank all of you for coming today. As many of you know, from this room, we've had a little bit of history in baseball. We announced the reinstatement of the program after 27 years. The rebirth of the program was, of course, important for this program and the department. We also announced the naming of the park, PK Park, which is being built right behind me. And today, something that we think that not only our student athletes, but all of our fans are going to love. They're going to love being a part of Oregon baseball when they see these uniforms today. Now, a year and a half ago, and I'm not kidding about this, we didn't own a single baseball a year and a half ago. Not one baseball, and I'm not kidding. Since that time, we have 38 players. We have a legendary coach who's won national championships. We have a ballpark being constructed right behind me, a full schedule with a game against the defending national champions now just a few months away on February 27th. And then on March 27th, we play that team up the road that has won 2 national championships before the Fresno State one. They're going to play here on March 27th. Sold-out crowd. It's going to be a great time as we've sold all of our season tickets. Today, we're going to unveil something that we think will be the finest in the nation. And with the help of our great partners at Nike, I'm absolutely confident that we do have the best baseball uniforms in this country to go along with the best coach, what we hope to be the best program, the best facility, and the best university athletic department in the conference. So with that, I'd like to introduce to you one of our great friends at Nike, Todd Van Horn. Why don't you introduce Coach real quick?
And I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce Coach Horton, who's been a great partner in this uniform process for us. We at Nike are extremely excited that baseball is back at University of Oregon. This is Nike, as an innovation company, we are really excited about the opportunity to produce the best, most performance fabrications that we can do, the art and craft of making a uniform, and actually bring back some soul for the players themselves and really respect the past and tradition of baseball at Oregon, but bring it into the modern, innovative culture of what University of Oregon represents. So you're going to see a lot of those factors brought into the uniforms today. I'll talk through some of the details when we bring the players out, but I'm going to let Coach go ahead and talk about the program and talk about those players.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks and welcome. It's a little overwhelming for me. I guess it puts an exclamation point on the Nike company and our relationship with Nike. And I've said before many times, for 32 years I've been doing press conferences and interviews and so forth, and for the last 32 years until I took this position, I never once answered a question of what are our uniforms going to look like. And since I've taken this position and joined this great family at the University of Oregon and the Nike company, every single interview is, what are the uniforms going to look like? So I think it makes a statement at how blessed we are here at the university, and in particular my baseball program, of having a great relationship with the best sports company in the world, in the universe. And I would like to thank Nike, first of all, obviously Phil Knight, Penny Knight, Todd Van Horn, Sarah Carruthers, who are in this room, Tinker Hatfield, that I know had a lot to do with the design and the brilliance of the uniforms, and 2 people that I work hand in hand with, Hal Melhart and Brad Civic, for not only the uniforming but the greatest sports equipment that we have the opportunity to give to our athletes. I only hope that what's inside the uniform is the same quality that's what's on the outside in very short order. I'd also like to introduce 3 of my assistant coaches. Mike Kirby, will you please stand, a new addition. Andrew Checketts, a pitching coach, and Bryson LeBlanc. We will try very hard to represent the great university and the Nike company with, like I said, the quality of individual that's inside the uniform and the quality of play that we hope to, in very short order, get to on the field and represent it that way. And their challenge was to take an old dog like me, an old traditionalist like me that was pretty set in his ways on what a baseball uniform should look like, and Oregonize it and Nikeize it. And we had lots of meetings, didn't we, Todd? And there was a little give and take, and not only did they accept that challenge, but in the baseball industry they hit a grand slam, and you'll see in very short order the quality of their work, and we're pleased to don those uniforms and represent the University of Oregon and the Nike company in a very positive way, and hopefully many, many years to come. And so thanks to everybody that had a hand in it, and you'll see these great athletes that are going to come out here, and these are, in my opinion, 6 of our better players. They're all youngsters, and they're going to be tremendous Division I baseball players and have a big hand in our future here. So thank you. I can introduce them. Are they ready?
They're ready. They're ready. They're ready.
All right. You guys can hear me? They listen to the assistant coaches a lot better than the head coaches. So I'm going to introduce, I don't know them by memory, I guess. Danny Pulfer, you in there? Kobe Sokol. Casey Cerna. Madison Bohr. Scott McGuff. Looks like I had this planned, huh? Huh? A little every other color, huh? Think I'm that smart? No way. This is just luck. And Mitch Carricker.
So what you see here represents the art, the science, and the soul of what innovation is in terms of Nike's innovation team applied to uniforms. A couple of statistics. 33%. These uniforms are 33% lighter than a traditional uniform. We've done that through fabrication. This is a stretch material that actually gives and breathes a lot better with the player, increasing the mobility and increasing the breathability of the garments themselves. We've done a few things in terms of the art of the uniform, and I'm going to point out a few details, but I'll mention them first. There's some fine suiting details to this. Clean finishing seams, darting details that actually reduce the bulk of the uniform and really give the player the sense of zero distractions. There's nothing that's excess to this. The science applied in terms of where the body vents and those principles applied to underarm gussets, stretch mesh, really give that sense of a uniform that is truly about performance. Then let's talk about the soul. A couple things you'll see here. We took a lot of inspiration from a few of the images from the past. This duck script that was on the last 1974's uniform across the front of the chest. We've taken that, modernized it, brought it into the vernacular of what the Oregon O is, the Oregon typefaces, and really represents innovation on that front. Really exciting about that. That is a baseball exclusive for this team. Second thing we had a lot of fun with is, as Coach mentioned, he's a very traditionalist in terms of baseball, and we had a lot of dialogue about a pinstripe. So we said, yeah, okay, we can do a pinstripe, and what we came up with though is a pinstripe. But if you look real closely, this pinstripe actually is representative of words. The words repeating on there are the duck fight song and Coach's saying of positive presence process. Those three things make up that pinstripe. So at a distance, you see a pinstripe, but up close to the player and that discovery element, you have something that has a lot of soul to it for these players. So on behalf of Nike, we're certainly very excited about the art and craft of what we brought to this uniform. the performance within the uniform itself and how it's made, and obviously the aesthetic and the soul of what we can bring. We really think it's going to excite the baseball fans of Eugene as well as Oregon and across the nation.
Yeah, the way that ultimately this design is that anything that says Ducks on it would be a home top. Anything that's Oregon or the big O, the green vest, would be a road top. And obviously we could wear the O at home with the right color combination as well. So, you know, we wouldn't put a white top with a gray bottom, obviously. And with the piping on the one white top being yellow, or the one green top being yellow, Todd and Sarah's brilliance decided to put some yellow in one of the white pants. So we have two sets of pants and two sets of white pants and one gray pant with the special pinstriping with the fight song and the 3 Ps on it, as we call it. Well, when I first took this job, I went to the duck shop and bought a long sleeve yellow shirt, and I wore that. My family thought I looked like the sun, so we kind of went away from the lightning yellow as a solid color for the top. Although it wouldn't be bad to get some sun in Eugene this time of the year, would it? Yeah, their first set of drawings was a little out there. It was something that I can remember driving down with Joe for the meeting with Todd, Sarah, and Hal, and Brad, and all the brilliant design people. And Mr. Kilkenny called Joe, I think, and said, "Make sure Coach Horton listens with open ears to." So I'm not the smartest guy in the world, and I have nothing, not even the same league with them with design or function of uniforms. I'm more into what goes into the uniform than the uniform itself. But I'm also not so stupid not to listen to their brilliance and their genius and things that would, look better, play better, and also with the young people that we're recruiting. I think that plays a factor in the University of Oregon getting great athletes here, is that we have cool uniforms and we work with Nike, and there's no doubt about it. We had the drawings a long time ago, and we showed every recruit that visited a set of those drawings, and their jaws dropped. And actually, when we were recruiting Danny Pulfer, #1 over there, we talked to him about having some input into the uniform design. And I would say all these guys had high interest in that, right, guys? It's more so than Coach Horton. You came here for the Nike uniform.
You mentioned the baseball hats. There would be some different designs there. Will there be a yellow hat or perhaps maybe a yellow batting helmet?
No. Green. The O on this was the first swing, and the O will be a little larger. And are we going to put yellow swoosh, right? Al? Yeah, we're going to have a yellow swoosh on the helmet. We have a solid green cap that's similar to what they're wearing. The O will be smaller. And it'll look just basically like that without yellow eyelets and the yellow button. Oh, speak of the devil. And one of the cool things is the ducks in script on the back. And so essentially it looks just like that solid green, except for there's no yellow eyelets or no yellow button. Then we'll have a version of this that'll have a yellow panel in the front, just these two sections here in the front with obviously a green O. And then to match our Sunday or our gray unis, we'll have a green billed cap with a gray cap and a green O on it. Orange. Where's that?
The batting helmet, the paint color is exactly the same type of paint that's been on the football helmet for a few years now. So that same prismatic paint color to have that unique look for the baseball program as well.
The football team has incorporated black in a lot of their schemes. You chose not to use black at all.
Yeah.
Well, we have black incorporated into a lot of the jackets and a lot of the training gear through that, so it is part of the scheme, trimmed in yellow.
Anybody have any other further questions? No? Well, thanks for coming. Make sure to get a nice close look at them. I want to let everybody also know that we're going to be having a fan event at the football game this Saturday in the Mashofsky Center, starting at 10 o'clock, so our fans can come see the uniforms. And then we'll also have a special treat for you for the 60,000 fans during the game. So I want to let you know that our fans will get a chance to see these guys up close and personal. Come get autographs at 10 o'clock in the Mashofsky Center before the game this Saturday against Stanford. And with that, thanks for coming. There's plenty of hot dogs, popcorn, Cracker Jacks. And if you'd like to take a look at the ballpark being under construction, just go ahead and look out this window. And until next time, thank you very much for coming, everybody.